You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the September 17th meeting for the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Welcome to the Michigan City Park Board meeting for Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Walker, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Mr. Glidden.
Here.
Ms. Sperling.
Here.
Mr. Labus.
Here.
Ms. Ward.
Here.
No Roscoe.
The minutes of the previous meeting of September 3rd have been provided to us. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes presented to us? Now we need a motion.
I move that we accept the minutes of the last meeting.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the 2025 Washington Park Beach Annual Management Report.
Yes, this is for the board's information only. You don't need to approve it because it's just data. This is required by IDEM, who funds our beach water quality testing and public notification every year. So this is the report that we will be submitting to them.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions for Mrs. Easton? Moving on. Table business. We need to have a motion to take the 2026 golf season pass rules and refund policy off the table.
I move that we take this off the table.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
So do we need an explanation or the?
So this was presented to the board at your last meeting, and the recommendation was to remove the 10% discount on our season pass. We normally offer them year-end at the sale price of 10% off, and then just change the language on the back of the pass that the pass is now valid in 2026 from opening day until the courses are closed for the season. Courses may be closed at any time due to inclement weather or poor playing conditions. Previously, it was, I think, March 15th through November 1st, which doesn't make sense. It's an annual pass, and we have been open in January and November and December. So, and I think it was tabled last week for discussion on the 10% discount.
Any discussion? We need a motion then. I think, but you are going to come to us with a recommendation for fee increases in the future?
Yes, there are some fee increases, nothing over $2 on the greens fees. This always comes to you prior to our fee recommendation because I need to get passes ordered if there's going to be a sale in November. But if there's not, we have time.
I don't have a problem with it as long as we don't now then increase the fee later on.
The fee of
For the season pass.
the recommendation from our golf pro is not to increase the season pass fees.
So because really a 10% is a
It will be an incorrect, but there won't be an additional.
So we need a motion. Or not, or whatever.
Are you guys good?
I'm going to vote against this. I think I like to reward the people who we've done this for 10 plus years. The revenue is $6,342 projected. To me, that's not a lot. We're not in the red at the golf course. I'd like to reward the golfers who've continued to do this. That's just my opinion. But
I know we talked about the, the red and the black and all that, and I think it's important that we stay in the black as best we can. As a park department, we lose money everywhere, and the parks aren't designed to make money. And fortunately, the golf course does, make some. It definitely has not been that way in the past. I think I've been on the board for 4 years, and I think the last 2 years have been the only years that I've seen where it's made money in the stretch of the entire past. I know I sell candy, and Hershey just had an increase that was 25 to 29%. M&M had their increase in January; it was about the same. So there are just major increases going on, and I totally get what you're saying, Ryan. I feel like the members have a lot of privileges at this golf course, including all their, tee times, and they get a lot of special treatment. And to me, I think that customer service is where the the real value is. I guess I just don't see the big. Our prices are so great, and we're lower than everybody in the area, right? Aren't we lower on everything? Like our season pass and our
Yes.
and our daily pass, right down the line, like everything that we charge for golf. We're cheap. We're cheap.
We're
Cheaper.
cheaper than the
Cheaper.
5 courses in our region that we compare ourselves to.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think that they have more rules than we do and things like that. I don't know. I guess I just think it's reasonable, and it's in no way an unappreciation of our awesome, golfers and community members, and it works both ways. It's a great course for the price. It's a fabulous course for the price. That's my comment.
Any other comments? Then we need a motion. Any public comment? Thank you.
Hello, board. Scott Melantur in Kendra Place. I'm not familiar with the fees, but and I appreciate that we don't want to raise fees, but $2 seems fairly nominal when we all know prices are surging all around us. The benefit to our guys, our people, is the discount for early buying. I think that's the trade-off, the 10% discount. Unless I misunderstood what you're talking about, eliminating the 10% discount?
Talking about eliminating the 10% discount.
I would recommend you raise the fees, the $2, and keep the 10% to reward our users. Unless I'm all confused.
The $2 increase would be for rounds, not for the season passes. So the recommendation is not to raise season passes, but to take away the 10%.
I recommend you raise the greens fees by $2 and keep the 10% as reward for the people who are our users, our most loyal users. Thank you.
Thank you. And if I can make one comment about that, I feel like the season pass price is the reward, because it's, $700 for a single person to play. That's not including cart, but that's a lot of golf for, April to October. That's a really good price. I think if you played every day, it would cost you $2 to play. But with a cart, single person with a cart is $1,400 for the season. And the discount would be 10% off from that. So
You just get a discount on the golf, not the cart, correct?
Correct. On the season pass, the 10% is off. Greens fees only, not your cart pass. Yeah.
that's
Thank
true.
you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I motion that we vote for the 2026 golf season pass rules and refund policy.
With or without the discount.
Oh, well, somebody else would have to.
We need a motion to proceed.
Was there any more public comment?
Any other
Good.
public comment? Any other comments from the board?
Okay. I move that we approve the removal of the 10% discount on the season passes for the golf course.
And I second from Chair. Second. Call the roll. Second.
So.
Oh, motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed?
Nay.
Motion carries.
Motion carries.
Thank you. New business, history tour of the Washington Park Zoo major event license agreement.
Yes, so the Michigan City Historical Society and the Michigan City Zoo Society are partnering to do a tour of the Washington Park Zoo. So it's going to be partially based on the history of the WPA works, and we have quite a fine collection and a large collection inside the zoo, and then also a history of the zoo itself, how it was built, history on the animals. It's on Sunday, November 2nd, so this is kind of going into our off season. I think they said the tickets were $10 and they'll split them between the two societies. I think this is a really unique opportunity for people to see more than the animals, and to really recognize like our WPA collection, which a lot of people just don't realize how lucky we are to have as many pieces intact. So I would highly recommend this event. We did speak with the zoo director. She's great with it. It might drive some business in November. So overall, I think it's a win-win for everyone.
Thank you. Any comments from the board?
I know I spoke with Mr. Stimley about this numerous times. The Zoo Society does a lot for the zoo, a lot of fundraising, a lot of animal care, and approves a lot of requests when they need some extra funds for things. So I would hope that we could approve this. I know that they've spent a lot of time organizing things like this, and it'd be a great opportunity for people to come out and check out.
Any other board comments?
I just have one technicality. It probably doesn't matter that much, but it says Sunday, November 2nd up above, but it says Saturday, November 2nd down below.
That's a Sunday.
It's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's under Article 2 term of license. It says Saturday. So
Yeah.
just to make sure their date's right so people show up on the right date.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Any comments from the public? Then what's your pleasure?
I motion to approve the history tour of the Washington Park Zoo major event license agreement.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
We have the Salvation Army request to collect donations at the Festival of Holiday Lights.
Yes, this is an annual request. This is a great program as well. They're very successful with their bell ringing the night we open the holiday lights. Just to let everyone know here, Holiday Lights started in 1981 with a single display, and it's grown over the years. I think Salvation Army's been out there ringing their bell for at least past 25 years. So again, this benefits our community, and I would recommend approval.
Any comments from the board? Any comments from the public?
Well, I have a comment.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Jump in. So I'm so sorry.
Yes, this is Tommy Kolovic.
Just a second, sir, just a
I'm
second.
sorry.
That's okay. You probably didn't hear me. I just didn't want to jump in too quickly. I just have one comment. Are there other nonprofits in Michigan City that have asked to collect on?
For the holiday lights, not that I'm
Really?
aware of.
Wow.
So I know that the fire department does fill a boot on
Labor
Labor
Day.
Day weekend,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody else is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's great, that they've been out there that many years. There's just so many nonprofits, and it's such a wonderful time to collect money because people are very giving at that time of year. So there's just a thought. I just thought if, there were other opportunities for other nonprofits to, be able to profit from that.
Mhm.
It could be nice, but okay.
This is Tommy Kolovic from 1316 Ohio Street. I would have to question whether this board has the liberty to continue to grant this request. I know we do have a rule that says there's no drinking alcohol 50 feet from the roadways or the parking lots in the parks. So we do have a city ordinance that prohibits this action. This is section 86-1. Soliciting in streets and alleys prohibited. It's under section B. No person at any time shall step into any street or alley or use any object to reach over into any street or alley for the purpose of soliciting any donations, money, credit card, property, or other things of value, or for the purpose of selling, distributing, offering, or attempting to sell, distribute, or offer any merchandise, membership, subscription, ticket, written material, or other items. Now you all know we're a Pop Warner, Michigan City Pop Warner football family. Back in 2009, our Michigan City Junior Pop Warner Pee Wee team had the good fortune of advancing to the Pop Warner Super Bowl for the first time. We wanted to do a helmet drive. We wanted to be stationed at the Pietina Parkway in Franklin Street by Dairy Queen, and at 6 and Wabash at the entry of Lighthouse Mall. And our team mom went up in front of the Board of Works and made that request, and it was our previous city attorney, who was Mr. John Esquire, read that same ordinance, and the Board of Works summarily denied our request. And if you allow this, you don't open up Pandora's box for every other club and organization and everything else in the city to come and solicit funds at the government. I'll have my little niece, they're going back down to Florida for their cheer competition in December. I'll talk to her coach and have her come to you and ask for take collections there. Just my thoughts. Thank you.
Tommy,
Thank you.
before you go, would you read the first sentence of that again, please?
The ordinance?
Please, yeah.
It's section 86-1. It's under subsection B. No person at any time shall step into any street or alley or use any object to reach over and into any street or alley for the purpose of soliciting.
That's good. Thank you. In the city, in the streets of the city, right? Isn't that what it said? Streets of the city.
Right.
Which is, thank you. Oh, I have nothing else.
Let's go through your roadway. You're going to the park.
Scott Melantura, Kenwood Place. Mr. Klavic brings up a good point, but that would be, I think, for unauthorized people on city streets. The park is private roadways, and I think they control their own roads. And if you're authorized in that situation, I'm sure it meets legal muster. I would defer to attorney for their legal opinion on that. But of course, we want to support the Salvation Army. Although the idea of having maybe dedicated weekends or dedicated slots for other groups instead of just the Salvation Army, I think is worthy of consideration. You know, maybe I don't know if Salvation Army is for 1 week or the whole run of it, but perhaps
Just one night, one evening.
then I think, then it makes sense that perhaps other evenings it could be some of our other groups. That's a really good idea, I think, and worth exploring.
And just so the board knows, the entryway into Washington Park is not a dedicated city street.
Right.
It's parkland.
It's your driveway,
Correct.
basically. Lakeshore Drive is a city street. Everything to the north of that, I would assume, is park property.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just one other thing, the Salvation Army, every year they're allowed to do their donation Red Kettle Kickoff Drive at US 20 and Franklin Street. That's also a state law that you can't solicit on a federal access limited highway. So I don't know if they should be allowed to do that either. Just thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Any other comments? Could we get a motion? For the Salvation Army request to collect donations, we need a motion from a board member. I'll make a motion that the Salvation Army request to collect donations on one evening at the Festival of Holiday Lights be approved. We need a second.
I will second that, sir.
Thank you.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
A special purchase request to replace a senior center water heater.
Yeah, so we submitted this as an emergency request on Monday, September 8th. The water heater at the senior center, 75-gallon water heater, began leaking across the floor. Our maintenance staff came in, but they were unable to repair it. So we did do an emergency purchase. We had a company that could come in the following day and replace that. The reason that I'm saying this was an emergency is twofold. One, the seniors need hot water for hygiene, washing dishes, and two, we had a wedding reception scheduled for that upcoming Saturday. So we did not have time to put together specs and get quotes and then go through the normal process. So I would ask that you approve the emergency purchase.
And Ms. Shannon, we've had this before where there were emergencies.
Correct.
You know, it's not like it's something you don't plan the emergency to be a specific time.
Correct. But
So-
the law requires that we bring it
Absolutely.
back to the park board and that's approved on record.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
I do have a comment about it. So I saw that the company is out of Chicago, and it said in there that someone tried to contact a local person or company. I don't know. I would think that there'd be more local companies. Were there no local companies that could?
Not that could do it in a day. We
And-
needed
and-
somebody to come in. I mean, we open at 8 a.m. So it was like it needed to be done the next day quickly
Mhm.
to keep the center open.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, we always try to go local when we can.
Okay.
But if we can't find a company that will respond,
Yeah. Well, the paperwork said that just one local company was called. So,
oh yeah, that was Poston.
right.
Yeah.
And they got an answering machine and said, we're not doing
Yeah, I don't know
anything
how
new.
many people the director reached out to, but
Yeah.
when she found the second company, they could do it.
Yeah. Because I know I've seen Stephanie Heating and Air Conditioning on
There's
our,
them a lot.
yeah. So I'm just saying, I think that, I know we don't have time to get bids, but maybe even to say like, just make 3 phone calls to local, especially someone that we've been using, you know, as opposed to supporting someone out of town. Just be my recommendation.
You might have called. Did you call Stephanie? Oh, he's heating and air.
Heating.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. That's HVAC.
No, they
right?
do.
Yeah.
They do.
Plumbing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But you didn't know. That's okay. I'm just saying that maybe we should have a list of.
Yeah, we do have a
local-
contractor list, so we
Okay.
just need a requirement that directors have to make
Yeah.
minimum of 3 inquiries.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
I'll say as well, ma'am, you know, I had a similar situation at our church, and I called multiple local, and I ended up having to contact somebody out of. It was probably like 3 counties away, who was willing to do it 24-hour.
Yeah. No, that's
You know, so and
Yeah.
I totally do get what you're saying, ma'am. You know, support local first, but a lot of times, you know, our hands are tied, and we have
Absolutely.
to contact outside.
Thank you. Any comment from the public? Then let's entertain a motion.
I motion to approve the special purchase requests of the hot water heater at the senior center.
A second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carried.
Approval to form a park foundation, Partners to Park MC.
Yes. So the park department previously had a foundation that they worked with, or they created a foundation that they would work with. But over time, board members left, people from the park department left and just kind of went by the wayside. We would like to start a foundation again to open up funding opportunities and enhance community engagement, support innovation and growth, promote equity and access, and preserve and protect public spaces. Just to be a helping arm of the park department. And that 501c3 opens up more opportunities for funding.
That's cool.
This go round, we would like to build a board that's more community based than park based, getting more members from the community to be a part of it than just people in the park department, making that bridge between community and park department.
Would it be kind of like the Zoological Society that how they,
Yeah,
right? That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, it's that sort of,
Yep.
that seemed to work really well.
it's definitely that
Yeah.
type of partnership.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just a aid of our department. Yeah.
If I can
Yeah.
expound on that a little, there's a lot of grant opportunities that we miss because most foundations only grant to 501c3s. not government.
Mhm.
So we're missing opportunities by not having this fund available.
Wow, that's great. Great
Big
thinking.
opportunities.
And money given to this group is kept separate. It has its own entity, and it's
It'll have its own bank account, and the board would have to approve any expenditures, or even receipts. You know, the board would have to agree to apply for specific grants.
and we don't need any kind of approval from the administration or anything
No.
to spend money or
It's a separate entity.
okay,
It won't be government at all.
great. Okay. Any further comment from the board? Any comment from the public?
No, just one quick question on that. When just thinking in the context of governance, so it's governed by its own board, right? So just making sure I did understand you correctly.
Correct. It'll have its own board, its own bylaws,
Okay.
own checking account, separate entity.
Scott Melantur and Kenwood Place. This sounds similar to what they have in Chicago, Friends of the Park. You might have heard of them. They're the ones that fight any encroachment on park land. It sounds like this would be a similar type thing, and that it would open us up for more granting ability. Is certainly a good idea. So I hope you support this. This sounds like a good idea, but it's another thing to organize, Will.
No, I don't.
Thank you.
Board member Scott.
We're looking for board members, Scott. Board members.
We will be short to get it.
Gotta get everything together first.
I motion to approve the Park Foundation Partners to the Park MC.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Reports of officers. The superintendent's report, Mrs. Easton.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to just read a thank you that our golf course received from the VFW. Just wanted to take a moment to extend my heartfelt thanks to you and your team for organizing such a fantastic golf outing. We had a diverse group of golfers ranging from pretty good to novice, and I believe everyone had an absolute blast. Your meticulous planning, your staff's impeccable setup, the efficient beverage carts, and the seamless collection of all carts all contributed to making the day perfect. The entire outing ran smoothly, and for someone like me who spent a couple of months putting this event together, it was a huge relief that I was able to relax and enjoy a few rounds of golf without having to worry about all the little things on that day. They're already requesting their date for next year. And this came from Patrick from BFW 2511. So just wanted to congratulate our golf team. That was nice to receive that. And then on our admin side, it's September, or this year we're calling it second summer because we've been so extremely busy, which you'll hear in our reports later. First photo, please. So last week the fence was completed at Water Tower Park between the basketball court and Broadway. It's 150 feet long and 12 feet high, and it's a great safety addition to keep kids from chasing their basketballs out into the street. I'd like to thank our maintenance director, Pat Volz, for managing this project and getting it done very quickly. And also thank the city council and Mayor Angie. They paid for this. It was $11,000 out of ARPA funds that are earmarked for neighborhood beautification. Although this isn't a beautification project, everyone, really supported that it's a safety issue and a nice addition to the park. So thanks, everyone. Next, please. Last Saturday, we held our ribbon cutting for the murals at the skate park. It was pretty much a washout from 9 to a little before 11 while we were setting up. Then it all cleared up. We had great volunteers that came out and squeegeed off all the ramps. We had approximately 100 people show up. So for a rainy morning, that was really great. Thanks to our staff, Will, Melissa, Pat, myself, we were all out there helping the Public Art Committee. It was their event. But seriously, without our staff, we couldn't have pulled this off in the rain like we did. And it turned out to be very successful. We had free food, music, merch vendors. We had free raffles. We gave away 5 custom skateboards, 2 Razor scooters, Zoomies t-shirts, and some other stickers and bracelets and things. And then this was also sponsored by Driftwood Collective, who's a skate park group in the Chicagoland area in Northwest Indiana. So they came out and did demos. They taught the kids. They were doing some like really cool training tips with anywhere from like 3-year-old up to the younger people group. So all in all, it was hugely successful. And I think everybody that participated in that. Oh, and I forgot the artist, Chris Silva. So his art really comes from his skateboarding career when he was younger, and he's been able to tie his skateboarding, his visual art, and his music art together. So all part of the culture. It was a vibrant day, and thank you, everyone. This project, I should mention also, thank you, Angie and City Council, also paid for out of ARPA funds, and that was a $13,000 project. Next, please. And then this week is Trail Creek Week at Hanson Park. That started out Monday. It's going to end on Friday. Our staff works every day of the week out there. We rotate as site coordinators. So this is our outdoor hands-on environmental learning program. Highlight of the day is always paddling with Wilderness Inquiry after they go through all the learning stations. We've had spectacular weather this year. I worked the shift this morning. The kids were great. They were interested. This is a great program, and this is free to students. The cost of the program is about $36 per head. So we relied greatly on our next event, which I'm showing off my staff here. One more. Yeah, that's a park winning the Team Spirit Award every year. So this Saturday is the Creekness Stakes, the 7th running. It's a canoe race. We race in 24-foot Voyager canoes, and we have sponsors for the event. They buy boats. They compete against each other. This is mainly how we support Trail Creek Week. It's a fantastic time. This year we're doing it on the bridge, so we're closing the street down, having a bridge festival. So come out probably around 10-ish. The action will start, but we'll have free food, again, music, cool costumes, and team spirit stuff going on. Afterwards, there is a free family paddle in these huge canoes for anyone who wants to come out. I would say get there by 11 or 11:30. Hard to time the races. But as soon as the races and the awards are over, grab your family, grab your friends, come check Trail Creek out. It's a really good time. So I hope you guys all come cheer us on. And let's see, what else? Oh, this year's sponsors for Trail Creek Week I'd like to mention was Michigan City Parks Department, Michigan City Port Authority, Michigan City Sanitary District, NIPSCO, who awarded us a $5,000 grant for the program. Beach Walk and Sun King Rentals donated the housing for Wilderness Inquiry staff who bring the canoes in from Minnesota. That was a $5,000 rental. These kids usually like camp and don't even have hot showers. This house sleeps 22 people. They're ecstatic. Tuholsky and Oberly Environmental and Arts Fund for Youth, Butler Fairman Seifert, LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Peg Donnelly, Councilman Coulter, Nicole Messaker from IDEM, Beanie Marine, and Jamie Miller from the Unity Foundation. So thank you all. You are making this program possible. And then lastly, well, 2 more things. I'd just like to announce that Pat Volz was invited by the mayor to join the Leadership LaPorte County program. This program takes place every year. It's 1 meeting a month. I think there's 9 meetings in total. It's geared towards community engagement, team building, community knowledge, leadership skill development and networking. And I would like to mention, you have to be nominated for this. So you can't just get into the program. Someone needs to nominate you, and then they vote on, are you a good fit for the program? So congratulations, Pat, and thank you for accepting. And then also, Pat and I attended the mayor's budget presentation to the city council on September 11th. She did a fantastic presentation on what is going on downstate with the new tax laws and what Michigan City needs to be prepared for in the next 3 years, and how we're going to recover some of the lost property taxes. I have a copy of that if you're interested in it. Reading through it, I wouldn't understand it, but if you go to her presentation, she made it pretty clear. Next step is a budget workshop with the city council, 5:30 p.m. in the EOC across the hall on Wednesday, September 24th. So that is a public meeting. Anyone can attend that. I would encourage you, if you're available, to sit in on that. And that is all I have. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions? All right. The Assistant Superintendent's report, Mr. Walker.
Yep, quick updates on events. First, included in one of the files that you got was the breakdown from the Summer City Comedy Jam. We had 132 people that were in attendance for the comedy show on that freezing cold night up there at on Sunset Grill. It's kind of crazy that last year was 90 something degrees, and this year we were under blankets and hoodies and everything else up there, but we still had a good night. But yeah, 132 people showed up, even though it didn't seem that packed. It was very comfortable up there besides the weather, and we did end up making $1,075 off of the event.
Great.
So, yeah, hope everybody enjoyed that who showed up. Coming up, we have September 25th. We have our first trail hike post-summer. And that will be at Bismarck Hill on September 25th. That's Canada Park. And we will start at 5:30. On October 2nd, we will meet at Krieger Middle School for our next Bike to City. That starts at 6 o'clock. And that's on October 2nd. On November 1st, we have the Murder Mystery Masquerade Party. Tickets are for sale tomorrow. The link will be on the website. Actually, Friday, the link will be on the website. And it's all for sale on Eventbrite. Yes, just Eventbrite. And then on December 27th is the Silent Night Silent Party, which is, if you don't know what a silent party is, we'll have 3 different DJs. You get a set of headphones when you come in. You kind of get to choose what you get to listen to. It's an awesome way to get a lot of people in one area, and they all can kind of have the party that they want to have. You know what I mean? You can have the rap party, the rock party, and the emo party all happen at the same time. You know what I mean? We'll have food. It'll be a cash bar. It'll be a fun time. But you don't see too many silent parties in Michigan City, and we're trying to bring them this way.
Where's that?
That'll be at Krieger Memorial, and it's on December 27th.
Thank you.
22nd,
27th.
27th.
After Christmas. After Christmas. Leave the kids at home and let them play with the toys and come out and have a good time. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Mr. Hoffman, the Planning Commission liaison.
The Plan Commission will meet on the 23rd.
Thank you. I'm the Port Authority liaison, and I missed the last meeting on last Monday, last week. But their next meeting is next Monday. I have no report. Mr. Lavis.
Just the thing we approved tonight for the historical tour from the Zoo Society.
Thank you. Attorney's report, Mrs. Nuremberg.
Nothing to report, but kudos for the foundation. It's a fantastic opportunity for Michigan City Parks Department to have that entity working on collecting funds and moving things forward. So it was really
Thank you. Director's report. Any,
Not tonight.
not tonight? Department of Finances, Mrs. Spurling.
Okay, thank you. Tonight on the claims docket for September 17th, municipal, $56,709.85. Golf petty cash, $3,958.20. Total claims, $60,668.05. And I move that we pay our wonderful vendors.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, next we have payroll number 18 from pay date, on pay date from September 5th for the period of August 17th to August 30th. Total payroll is $104,419.26, and I move that we pay our awesome people.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
And then we have our gifts and donations. Bridgefield Electrical, donation to the amphitheater rock planter repairs, $3,000. Wix.com, zoo donation, online miscellaneous donation, $765. Running, zoo donation, Boo at the Zoo sponsor, $220. Harbor Country Adventures, donation, YBL team sponsorship, $400. Antique Market, zoo donation, Boo at the Zoo sponsor, $220. LaPorte County CVB, donation, Great Lakes Grand Prix 2024, $20,000. I move that we approve these wonderful gifts and donations.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Real quick on the donation from the Great Lakes Grand Prix, it says 2024.
That is the 2024 donation, which we caught in when we do our variance reports, that it had not been paid. They did issue a check to us, but it never went through their bank, so it took us a little bit to straighten that out.
Oh.
So we'll be getting another $20,000 for 2025.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Actually, $25,000 for 2025.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Minor transfers, there's none. Zoo endowment, there's none. Board of Works, there's none. Credit card charges. Credit card charges totaling $403.25 were paid to corporate payment systems for the following: EpicSports.com, Rec non-reverting YBL Fall T-ball pants, $263.35. POSSupply.com, admin thermal receipt paper for parking, $69.95. And again, POSSupply.com, admin thermal receipt paper for parking, $69.95. And I move that we approve these credit card charges.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Comments from the public.
Yes, Tommy Kolovic, 1316 Ohio Street. I know it's not question and answer, but would it be okay if I would go out and just remove some of the graffiti that I see in the park, mostly the stickers that they put on one of the stop signs. Unfortunately, I witnessed there's a group called the No Nazis. They had like a swastika with a sign. I went out and peeled that off. That's, we do have a graffiti ordinance, Article 7. I remember this went on. It was when Mayor Oberle first took office. He was really big on that. That's what he put in. I remember that was back during Angie's original tenure on the council. I know Paul Przybylski and all those who were on the council back then all were really for that. I just want to know if I see something, if it's same color, if I can paint over it, or does that have to be something that you guys would have to do, or whatever.
I would think that we check.
And no different with what you do with the beach cleanup, or like what Northern Extra does with the litter.
I would think before you paint it, you would need to check with Mr. Volz. And
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't want you to paint it, but we appreciate you if you let us know that's there.
Okay.
We do. Maintenance
taking some pictures.
Yeah, that maintenance crew does a great job of cleaning up graffiti at all the parks. So we appreciate the shared vigilance.
Thank you.
Scott Melantura in Kenwood Place. I've got several things before I go fast. First of all, big thanks to that Grand Prix donor. I don't have his name handy. We all know who he is. He's a fantastic. It's great he's taken such an interest in our zoo, and Michigan City really appreciates you. And I'm sorry I missed the skate park. I meant to be there. I love a free hot dog.
That's in their work.
I believe it was Will asked a question on Facebook about ideas for the parking lot. It probably opened up a hornet's nest, but I have some ideas. I want to thank you for this season. I think it went smoother. It felt from my perspective on this side of the fence that it seemed to work better at the parking lot. So thank you for your attention to that. I think we should investigate the idea of something called dynamic pricing. Right now, our
Oh, go. I was about to say, go ahead. We can have this meeting because I got a whole list of stuff.
well,
on there. But go ahead. But
this is my 3 minutes, man. I reclaim my time.
Yep, I'll give it back. I give it back to you.
But I think we could have a sandwich board at there and fees up to $20. Special events, additional, whatever language you come up with. But if the goal is to maximize the revenue from the lots, and there have been many beautiful days I've driven down there, even Saturday mornings, Saturday afternoons, and there are very few cars there. Now, certainly on special events, we fill the park with cars. But if the goal is maximizing revenue, I think perhaps a dynamic model, again, fees up to $20. Maybe, after 5 or 6 o'clock, it could be as low as $5. How many people like to go in there to see the sunsets? $20, of course, very off-putting for that. Maybe on slower weekdays, it's only $10 or $12, whatever numbers, but a dynamic model that accounts for, we're trying to maximize revenue. We know on our busy holiday weekends and all that, hey, go for it, okay? But you've also heard complaints about the local people. I can't even get into the park, and I live here and I pay the taxes. And as I've commented before, it's like nearly every other day you can. There's a couple big weekends where it is too crowded I couldn't get in for the Grand Prix. I'm like, I'm not waiting in line to show my pass. I know. But you've probably thought of this, but I think that dynamic model is something you should investigate. Because again, we want to maximize the revenue, and $20 is a lot for a family of 3 on a Tuesday, when the lot has 50 cars in it and it holds 600 or whatever the numbers are. Yeah. So we want more, and the more people we have at the park, the more benefit there is to the park district and to the city as a whole, because theoretically our visitors to the park are spending money at restaurants and so on and so forth. So I'd be happy to talk to you at another time, Will, but that's about it though. That was my idea. Dynamic pricing, lower prices after 5 or 6 o'clock, lower prices on weekdays when there's nobody there. Let's encourage people.
So just for the board and the public's knowledge, Will has been interviewing different automated parking companies and doing just that. So we're in that process, hoping to get it done for spring, but our park is very difficult because of all the things going on and the discounts and you're free with the senior center, you're fishing, you want in at 4-8. There's just a lot. We are not like a university parking lot where you buy your pass or you pay your fee, go on one side, you go out the other. You're there for 100 reasons. Right. So
but that was actually
Will's done a great job.
He has. And that was one of my last ideas. Tickets to any event in the park should include parking, in my opinion. I know it's a management problem at the gate, which becomes difficult, but great minds think alike on that dynamic pricing. That's all I got to say there.
Thank you. Any comments from the park board? So with a motion, we would adjourn.
I motion to adjourn, Mr. President.
Thank you.